You're looking at the sloppiest lawyer in Albany in terms of my outfit, but not in terms of my thought process, not in terms of my ideas. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Insights and Ideas. I want to talk about neatness and carelessness, but I'm not talking lawyer to lawyer. I'm talking human to human because I was a writer long, long before I walked into the doors of Duke Law School in August 1984. I was a poet. And there's a difference between a regular writer and a poet. And in my judgment, the difference between writing as a poet versus writing in general is that poets distill language down to individual words. They break sentence structure down because poetry is just built that way. Poetry is one of the most exciting of the written and spoken arts for that reason. It's a very essentialist style of writing. And if you are intrigued by my thoughts about poetry, please check out my blog, Insights and Ideas. And who knows, maybe after I retire from the practice of law, I will return to the practice of poetry. There you go. I am enjoying a cup of Java today, and it ain't decaf. And it's from a marvelous place in Vermont called Storybook Farms. And my wife got to partake of the charms of Storybook Farms recently, way, 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 way up in northern Vermont, like about, I don't know, an hour or less from the border with Canada, 2 hours or less from Quebec City, the I believe that's the provincial capital of the province of Quebec in Canada, the French-speaking portion of Canada. So exciting. Who knows? Maybe I'll stop by Storybook Farms on my way to Quebec City next time I'm in Vermont. What do they say in New Hampshire? Don't tread on me. Don't tread on me, baby. You know what? Sometimes I get fed up with the fussiness of my profession. And there are a lot of people who feel that it would be a disgrace for a lawyer to wear a ripped, ragged old t-shirt and then advertise himself. Well, guess what? This is not advertising. This is a video blog for the insights and ideas of Carl David Berman. Wow. Holy moly. Very nice. And so August is here. Woo-hoo! The dog days of summer. I'm going to make you guys patiently wait a second, and I'm going to give you some feedback about the origins of that term, dog days of summer. Just hang on. So I asked Google Gemini. Now, if no one watching has ever had the benefit of chatting with a bot, an artificial intelligence bot, let me commend Gemini. I don't know what version we're up to, but the point is, I call Gemini Mr. Spock because if you want a dry, academic, logical answer devoid of emotional drama, go to Gemini. If you want something cute and folksy and fun and friendly, try Copilot, which is Microsoft. If you want something that's just completely out there and nonsensical, go to Meta because they all have chatbots. And by the way, I haven't actually tried Apple's version. So I don't really want to comment on that, but I've tried three. I've tried Google, which is the Alphabet Corporation. I've tried Copilot, which is the Microsoft Corporation. And I've tried Meta, which is obviously the Facebook slash Instagram slash Messenger Corporation. And of those three, in my opinion, Gemini rocks my world because who wouldn't want to have a conversation with Mr. Spock and get brilliant, brilliant answer? All right. So the phrase dog's days of summer refers to the hottest, most oppressive period of summer, but its origin had nothing to do with panting dogs. The term is an ancient one with roots in astronomy. The derivation of the phrase dog days of summer comes from the star Sirius, which is known as the dog star. Sirius is the brightest star in the night sky and is part of the constellation Canis Major, or Greater Dog. And Google goes on to explain the linkage between this phrase, dogs days of summer, and the ancient Romans and the Greeks. The mythology that because Sirius is so bright, there was a belief that the light of the star combined with the sun's heat created the scorching temperatures of the late summer. However, in modern astronomy, we have a different perspective. Nevertheless, the phrase dog days of summer and its association with the hottest weather of the year has endured for many, many centuries. Generally, it would be from early July until mid-August, which often coincides with the peak of the summer heat in the Northern Hemisphere. All right, end of my dissertation. Well, those are my insights and ideas, ladies and germs. Woohoo! Hope nobody's insulted. I compared gentlemen to germs. Because, it's not only true that men are from Mars and women are from Venus, it's also true that all men are dogs. So what's up, you dogs? All right. And what's up, you ladies? Woohoo! Thank you very much. Please click the link and subscribe buttons for insights and ideas of Carl David Berman. I promise you I won't bill you by the hour. I won't even bill you by the minute. However, if you click to my personal profile, you will see a bit more of a dialed back, buttoned down, lawyer in a suit, all that jazz. But if you like me better in a ripped old t-shirt, please stick around and stay on this particular side of the social universe. Cheers.